Did you get a scholarship or how was it?
Yeah, I got for 2 years.
Wonderful.
Both my first year and second year.
So happy, so happy. So one tricky question. So if you are given a time machine, okay,
Yeah.
so would you like go back and do your bachelor's itself in Europe?
Yeah, sure. In Unicam, yes. The exam was, all the exam mostly are oral examination. So it's not like we have to just mug up the concept and go. So the oral exam will be like, yeah.
So you don't have to write 30-40 pages to clear an examination?
No. I would like really thank you for this choosing this university, because I didn't expect that I will come to Unicam. It felt like it all happened. So now I couldn't be more happier. Now,
thank you.
So I want to just thank Europe Study Center and you for guiding me, because.
Hello everybody, welcome all of you. One more episode of student interviews, and my name is Shivaraman, Director of Europe Study Center. We'll straight away get into the program. Today we are going to introduce, do the interview with our student Varshini. Hello Varshini, welcome.
Hello sir.
Welcome. And thanks for again accepting our request to come for this discussion. And thank you so much on behalf of Europe Study Center. Thank you. So without wasting much time, you can introduce yourself, Varshini, to the audience.
Okay, I'm Varshini Vaidyanathan. So now I'm currently, I'm about to graduate from my master's program from University of Camerino, Italy. And I'm very happy to say it's only because of Europe Study Center that I got to know about this university, and I'm very happy about the course, and it was a life-changing experience these 2 years. So I wanted to thank Europe Study Center for that. So my master's course is on biological science, focusing on molecular diagnostics and biotechnology. So so I finished my thesis, and now on December I'm graduating.
Wonderful, great to know. So what did you study in your bachelor's? Explain about your bachelor's so that audience will know your journey completely. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I did BTech Biotechnology in my bachelor from Sastra University, Tanjavur. And then I applied for master's and I came here. But for me, the main point is that the bachelor's I did was focused more on industrial biotechnology. In master's, the course that I chose is more of biology side, not the industrial side. It was a bit of another stream of biotechnology, because I wanted to do this itself in bachelor, but I didn't have that much of exposure. I chose what I got. But now I'm happy that now I'm clear. I'm in the route that I wanted to go.
Wonderful. So happy to know that you're on track and you're doing what you want to do in your life.
Yeah. Yes.
Unfortunately, many youngsters, they like to do something, but they neither don't get the opportunity or they fear to do it. Yeah, they fail to explore end of the day. Yes. Wonderful. So now, so why did you choose Europe basically? You would have thought about a lot of options, yeah? UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Wonderful. So the prime reason to choose Europe, any specific things?
No, actually, I didn't. My basic options were Europe, US. That's it. I didn't think of this 1 year masters at all. That was not in my plan. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
1 year masters in a sense, sorry, audience, 1 year masters in a sense, Varshini means the UK Ireland degree, which is of no use. This is why in entire India, Varshini, I am the only person. You know, my 4 offices only, I don't promote UK. It's so easy to sit and promote this UK and make money. But is there any satisfaction? Is there any, good for the students? Zero. That is why, strictly, even when we would have met in the office, I would have told you the same. Please, be a even if you don't go to study also, no problem. But never ever do this. So, okay, let's just talk about then these two countries. So one side was the US and other side was the Europe.
And then I was, because both of these countries had a good scope for biotechnology, as far as I heard from people. But then for me, my father also preferred Europe, because it's like I feel we felt that spending 80 lakhs 90 lakhs for masters, it's not affordable. So
Smart
we
move.
were looking
Smart
for
move.
an yeah, and in Europe there are many countries like including Italy who give free education with scholarship. So if
Yes.
there is an option for that, why shouldn't we try? So I tried for everything. I didn't go much on US side. I just applied just one or two, but it was too much on the higher side. So I didn't want to put my dad with that burden. So then I chose Europe.
Thumbs up. People, Varshini, sell their ancestral property to go abroad. Only God can save them, basically. Smart students, always please remember, spend less, learn more. But nowadays, maybe you may not know, people spend 7 lakhs to study in bachelors in Chennai itself, Varshini, per year. The tuition fees is 7
Per
lakhs in the
year.
deemed
Oh.
university. Per year, 7 lakhs plus capitation, people standing in queue. And end of the day, what most of the parents they say, we should not have done that, we should not have done this, and etc. etc. So the next point, okay, you have chosen Europe. Then how did you get in touch with us? How did that process start?
Yeah, so I was most consultancies or most people who helped, they were just doing US. They were not focusing on Europe. Even if I say that
You
I
know the
want
reason,
Europe,
right? You know the reason, right?
because they have the links there or something. Because of
It,
that, or
it's more money. You get a
yeah,
lot of commissions once you
mm,
send a student to spend 70, 80 lakhs in that country that your
yeah,
father spends, they get a major share. That's
yeah,
why nobody comes into our segment, Italy,
yeah.
Germany, Norway, Finland, Sweden, nobody. Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah. Then from a friend, like even he applied through Europe Study Centers. Through a family friend, I got to know. Then I contacted your office and they were very helpful. I told them what I wanted.
Yeah,
Like these are the countries, these are the courses and everything. And they gave me like, they included my options more and they tried to guide me in the right way possible. So
wonderful.
then I applied for many countries, and because of the that bachelor crucial point that I said, that industrial
Yeah,
biotechnology, that was even a crucial point for me. I felt that it was a hard point to get into Germany, which was my first choice.
okay,
So then I got KTH and then this one. These were
okay,
the two main options that I wanted to choose. But I focused on, is the course good? Do I like the course? So I
exactly.
like this course, so I chose this, and I don't regret that decision also.
Wonderful. I always say this formula, university and course is always greater than the country.
Yeah,
If you put country first and compromise the university and the course, operation success, patient no more. For example, students doing PG diploma course in Canada, even bright students, when I ask them, why diploma? Then they say, no, sir. Somebody told me, my agent or consultant told me, you put your foot into Canada, your life is settled. That's why I choose PG diploma. So you made a wise choice. So how did the process go at Europe Study Center, basically?
So they guided me with all the application, like very well before the deadline. They gave me a checklist, and it was a very easy process of applying for me. And it was not like they guided me. It's not like they did my work. They guided
Yeah,
me
yeah,
how to
yeah.
do, and even so, I got to know how to apply for Chimia, for Italy, and everything. So now I know the process also, like
Wonderful.
because they guided me in every step, and every doubt I had, they were available, so I could ask them. And then they were continuously going through the emails, and they told me any update that they asked me from my side, some explanation, something. And so I felt the process was very smooth.
Wonderful. So then you got the visa and you started your studies in Unicam, Italy.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So I would like you to compare the way of studies in India and the way of studies in Europe. What are the differences that you feel, especially from a life science student's perspective?
Okay. So there are like very, how to say, distinct differences actually. Like in India, we have a very structured syllabus. Like you have to do only this. Even if your interest is something else, you are not allowed to pursue that. Let's say for
Yeah.
lab. Yeah, let's say for lab, like in my I want to speak focusing on Unicam because that's my experience, not
Yes,
just
yes,
about
yes.
Europe, only
Yeah,
about
yeah. Unicam.
Unicam.
Yes, Unicam.
Yeah, here the laboratory session, here it's just called rotation lab, wherein
Okay.
you have 6 credits. You can choose any lab you want, and with the 6 credits, you can divide it into all 6 in one lab, or 3 credits in 2 labs, 2 credit in one lab. So you can experience with as many labs as possible. So you
Wonderful.
just like the topic they are working, you go and approach them and you say, Professor, I want to do the rotation lab. And they take us and they explain what all is going on in their lab. That I felt was a really eye opener because many of us, including me, we chose the area of thesis based on that lab because we got the idea of what is going on each lab. So in that way, so for me, for biotechnology, I chose 2 different labs. Like one I chose on bioinformatics, doing R programming. So that was a huge addition to my resume. And the other side, I chose bacterial work, which is also a major field. So that I felt was a major difference. And then the exam was all the exam mostly are oral examination. So it's not like we have to just mug up the concept and go. So the oral
So,
exam will be like, yeah, yeah.
so you don't have to write 30, 40 pages to clear an examination.
No, no, no.
Okay.
In Unicam, especially for masters, no, even for bachelors, it's way harder. But for masters, it's almost like there are like, let's say, 12 courses. Almost like 11 courses are oral. Only 1 or 2 are partial written exams. So
Wonderful.
in that oral, I feel, my opinion is that I feel we are getting more knowledge about the subject, not just about what we need, what we don't. So we learn to tackle the questions in a experimental approach also. So the professor even question us like how this works, what do you think can be changed in this, so the knowledge of the subject increases. That I felt like was a, I liked that oral exam very much. I
Excellent.
didn't feel the pressure at all.
Yes, I could see from your phrase, the joy
Yeah.
in the way that you expressed and the joy of you, learning all these things.
Yeah.
As you rightly started this interview by telling this, it was a life-changing experience. Yes.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
really.
Wonderful.
Because
Wonderful.
the pressure I took in my school days or in my bachelor's, here I didn't take pressure at all. I used
Because,
to sleep.
Varshini, yeah, because you are understanding and studying.
Yeah,
Here, we don't understand what is the head or a tail. Because I also studied
yeah,
bachelor's in India, master's in Europe. As you said, there is no pressure. When you enjoy
yeah,
and do, when you understand and study,
yeah,
there is no issues at all. Yes.
yeah,
So you summarized it as flexible curriculum,
yeah.
practical syllabus. Then let's talk about the uh, professors.
Yeah, the professors actually in Unicam, there are so many international students.
Yes.
Not only from India, from many other countries. There are so many people are there. So they are very supportive actually, and they, even though it's very hard for them to speak English, they try as much and they help. Like because it's very hard for them also, but they help us. Like they be like, okay, it's okay. We have to speak English. They are coming to our university to study. So the
Yeah.
professors show so much support. I felt even my thesis supervisor was guiding me in every step. Like
Wonderful.
I didn't feel, and even the lab timings was like they were flexible. If I was not well, or they put the well-being of person before the work. That I
Excellent.
learned from them here. Even for them,
Yes.
if it's weekend, they focus on well-being. Even for me, if I take too much pressure on something, they tell me like, okay, we can handle this, so don't worry. So they were supporting me. That was a major boost up for us, I feel.
Wonderful. So one tricky question. So if you are given a time machine, okay,
Yeah,
so would you like go back and do your bachelor's itself in Europe?
yeah, sure. In Unicam,
Wonderful.
yes,
Yes. This is what I
because
say.
it's,
Please.
yeah, because even the bachelor here is very extensive. So at the end of the 3 years, the amount of, actually the amount of knowledge they should have is very much, but people they just take it lightly and they just don't care here, as
That is
we
always
all
the
as
case.
even,
Exactly. See,
yeah,
even
in
I send
bachelor.
thousands of students. Okay. I never claim, oh, all are doing this, that, nothing. Whoever is focused, whoever is
Yeah,
disciplined to the task, they win the race basically. So then, when it comes to your subject? Why do you have
Yeah.
basically, what is the master title? What is the title of the master program that you're studying basically?
So the major title is biological science, but they have three streams in that.
Yes.
One is molecular diagnostics and biotechnology, in ecosystem and conservation, and then food and nutrition. So I chose the molecular diagnostics and biotechnology.
Wonderful. Any specific reason you choose that particular topic?
No, because I'm not interested in nutrition and all, and not in plant sciences. My goal was I wanted to work in labs in research. So for that, molecular diagnostics was the right choice.
That's
The
also a
course that I
strong
wish to
reason.
do.
Yeah, that's also a strong reason why you choose to study in Unicam, right?
Yeah, yes, because
Yes.
their research is very well renowned and they are making good projects and everything that contributes to the society.
Good. Every life science students walking into my office, first and foremost thing after greeting them when they come to my office, first thing that I say is, you are a life science students who have studied bachelors in India. Okay. Next, you should do your masters followed by your PhD. And when you do
Yeah.
masters only in Schengen countries, the doors for your PhD also opens. And most likely
Yeah.
only Schengen countries offer funding support for PhD.
Yeah.
This is what I tell to all the student on day 0, meaning on day 1 when they come. So I would like you to comment about this particular statement.
Yes, because now that I'm seeing my friends who are trying for PhD in various countries and everywhere, I feel like in Europe the opportunities are good. Yes, and also the funding, as you said, there are
Yes.
many countries like even hidden countries like Austria, Czech Republic. Because now that I'm searching for PhD, I came to know they have
Yes.
so much projects and everything, but since it's
Yes.
not famous, people are not choosing for it. So for me, being completed, like about to complete master, I feel like it's not for me, it's not about the country. If I like the project and the funding is good and the supervisor is good, that's all we want.
That's it.
That's so the 3 years or 4 years will be a useful experience, and many people are regretting it now. All my friends, they choose the PhD, the first PhD that they get, which is very remotely related to what they want to do, and they are regretting, why did I take this?
Exactly.
Which is useless in my opinion.
Exactly, because you're going to spend 3 years, 4 years, 5 years
Yeah.
into this research. How can you do something which you don't like?
Yeah.
And also
That's
just to add, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, all the other countries, for example, US, Canada, Australia and New Zealand, in majority of the cases, PhD is not funded. I feel
Yeah.
when PhD is not funded, it's like you work hard in a company and you pay salary to that company.
Yeah.
I feel it's of no logic. Some comments about that?
Yeah, that is true. Actually, in many, that too, it's very hard if it's not funded, because if it's in a country like US, we can't put pocket money and just
No
try to
chance, no
live there
chance.
5 years. It's
No
very hard.
chance, no
But
chance, no
in
chance.
Europe, it's not the case. In Europe, they give us funding. They give us
Yes.
funding, so I feel they give us a manageable situation, not to put us only in burden, so that we
Exactly,
can focus on
exactly.
PhD.
Good. That's why you see pharmaceutical industry or many inventions regarding life sciences comes from
Europe.
European countries. Even if you look at it in India, there are certain cases, there is some small funding, but in majority of the cases, people pay and study PhD, which I still
Yeah.
fail to understand the fundamentals as well as the logic, because I get plenty of calls, Varshini, every week, at least 10-15 students. Sir, I'm doing masters here, I'm doing masters there in India or other countries. Can I do direct PhD? I said, sorry, you should have done your masters at least in Europe to knock the doors on PhD. This is what is the ground reality. I'm sure when we had met, I would have told you these things for sure.
Yes.
Yes,
You
because
told me.
I don't remember telling this to you, but I tell this to all biotechnology students.
Yes, you
Because
told
they
me
should know
also,
this.
sir. Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Yes, wonderful. When I started this organization, Varshini, the deemed university's fees and the bachelor's fees at Europe Study Center was just the same, plus or minus 3 lakhs or so. Now, we are still at the same fee structure for bachelors, but in India, the fee structure has become 7 lakhs.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, whoever watching this show, studying biotechnology or studying life sciences or planning to study life sciences, if you are interested, please study. Why? Because I make this request when Varshini is also on live. The main reason, Varshini, 95% of students, what do they study nowadays? Any guess?
Computer science, IT.
ஆமாங்க. Artificial intelligence, data science, data analytics, machine learning, cyber security, only studying this. I have no problems with this course, but everybody is studying this particular course. What is the opportunities end of the day?
Yeah.
And the so-called
And because
education
of that-
gurus, the so-called education gurus, you know what they say? Study artificial intelligence, 45 lakhs package after your bachelor's. Where is that 45 lakhs package? Even 1 or 2 students here and there they get. And these colleges immediately make a banner out of them and put it in the first page of Hindu, thinking that everybody is going to get it. You understand?
That's
Yes, good. So I strongly request, similar to Varshini, whichever domains you like, you put your heart, mind and soul into it, you are going to reach greater heights basically. So how does your typical day start? From start till end, you can just brief us so that the students who are coming there, they can plan all this.
Okay, it depends. Like in my first year, it was just like I wake up, I just do my cleaning work or something, and I go to classes if there is. And during the end of my first year, like when all my other friends were all going for library, even I went. Like we were all, that was the exam period, so we all used to go to library during the time that we don't have classes. And I used to eat in the canteen that is available here. So wherever I am for lunch, I take the bus to go to the canteen, and again for dinner, I do the same.
Wonderful.
That's been my routine in first year. In my second year, I was just in doing thesis work in lab. So every day I go to lab, I sit there and I do the work. Even though if I don't have lab work, they have a allotted space for me, a table and everything. So I carry out my own work there, my own exams or something that I do from there. And when I come back, I eat and then I go to bed. And mostly in weekends or something, I travel. That I do.
Wonderful. Excellent, excellent. So about your classmates, from which all countries they are from. So how did this, interacting with other international students is also a key parameter when it comes to abroad education. So some comments about that?
Yes, I didn't expect like I will meet like I didn't even know this many countries. It felt like that because my classmates few are Italians, and like in Asian we were only two, me and one guy from Bangladesh. That's it. The other people were mostly European and Chinese. So there was one girl from Kosovo, and then so that was like the first time that I was hearing people like from I know Albania, but Kosovo felt like okay, someplace new. So and the good thing was I felt we were only like 12, 15 people. So we had to interact within ourselves. We had a WhatsApp group, so we used to ask after every exam. We used to ask, and then when we got to know each other good in the second year and all, we were even studying for the exam together. So each one, their study pattern and everything was different, so we could learn from each other. That I felt was good.
It's very important to do your study related projects, group projects with other nationalities.
Yeah. And
Yes,
for
because
me, it happened somehow because I was like the only Indian there, and the other guy, he was not there. So for me, it was I'm the only Asian.
Exactly. Doing project with other nationality students is very, very important. It adds a more, addition to your abroad education aspects, basically.
Yeah.
So, typically, so when did you start your process? You finished your studies in 2022, right? Or
Yes,
2021?
2022 August. No, 2022 August.
So, you planned all these things during your 7th semester.
Yeah.
Got all these things done by the time you finished your 8th semester and started your studies in September.
No, we saw a delay as usual. So I started in December. But I did like,
So basically, basically, you finished your studies and then you started your, immediately you started your masters.
Yes,
because this is very important, especially for a life science student, since the journey is long. Typically like a doctor, where they do their MBBS training, MD and all those things. We do our UG, PG, continued with our PhD. So it's very, very important to finish the master's ASAP and then jump into research basically. Yes.
Yeah.
So one important thing that I wanted to ask you was, you can say about your DSU scholarship.
Yes, okay. So here the concept of the scholarship is based on family income.
Yeah.
So I have to give the statement of income, the family composition, and the movable and immovable assets that I have. So this document, they give us like a template how to do it. So we have to get it from our own state government, and then we have to do the whole lot of apostille translation and same process, and then we have to submit it, and then they give us a ranking based on the family income in the initial first year. But then in the second year, there is also this another criteria that we have to take the minimum credits. Like in the first year, almost 30 credits or something.
Yes.
So as much as credits we take, the score of us goes higher. So when the score go higher, the scholarship amount that we get differs. So even from each person, based on the family income and the credits cumulative, like their performance together, we get the scholarship.
Wonderful.
So that's how.
Did you get a scholarship, or how was it?
Yeah, I got for 2 years.
Wonderful.
Both my first year and second year.
So happy, so happy. But I would like to bring this as a caution, because there are a lot of parameters when it comes to the scholarship, Varshini, which you know very well right now, even more than me. But some Italy promoting agents and consultants, they put it in the newspaper, contact us, scholarship confirmed. How can somebody confirm the scholarship in the newspaper ad? I don't understand basically. The scholarship is given by the Italian government, correct?
Italian government.
They can at least say we will guide. And it's misguide the students basically. They say your scholarship is confirmed. Well, how can you confirm the scholarship? Who is going to give the scholarship? Not the agent or consultant. The concerned authorities. This is a awareness point for the students and parents, not to fall blindly, and especially something which is so sweet to the ears, just don't listen. Yeah. So now coming to your future plans. So you will be finishing up your thesis, and then the process for the PhD starts, correct?
Yeah, I've already started applying for PhD. So
you are always very proactive. See, a person, forget about the results. Okay, first you should start collecting info, start applying, be proactive. You have to, you need to be prepared for what's going to come next. And once it has arrived, then if you start act to it, you are going to lose time, money, etc., etc. Wonderful. So best wishes for your PhD. I'm sure you'll be, as usual, you'll be coming out with flying colors. We at Europe Study Center and all the audience here, we wish you best wishes for your PhD. And by the time you finish your PhD also, we will do one more interview, so that it will enlighten. Because see, these interviews are really important, because this is not like, oh, Europe Study Center, we did this, that. Nothing I spoke about all those things here. This is basically to share the process of what a student goes through, how well he or she should be prepared. And this is not the place where we sit and do part-times and loiter around, studies, that's why I kept the name of the company itself very clearly, Europe Study Center. Those interested to study. In a day, Varshini, I get at least 20-25 calls. Sir, my uncle having a restaurant in France, somehow get me visa. I'm ready to pay whatever you want. Just say, cut the call. Don't irritate us. Don't disturb us. Spouse visa, dependent visa. I'm just going there for fun. Go to other agents and consultants. They are waiting. Why come here? As you know, every class has only limited seats. You know that, right? They don't recruit. And good. So very nice. We have spoken, lot many aspects, and you have also shared your input, how a student should be very much prepared. So how are your parents right now? They are very happy with all the progress that you have made. And
yeah, they are very happy. And my graduation is in 3 weeks. In December 13, I'm graduating. Excellent. So they are very much happy and are waiting for that.
Excellent, ma. See, I always say, as you know, Europe Study Center is a woman-empowered organization. 99.9% only women. Whether it's a boy or a girl, what is the difference? Everybody should pack their bags, travel the world, explore. Very, 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 very important. Whether you study
Yeah.
biotechnology or psychology or the people's favorite artificial intelligence or big data, doesn't matter. Pack
Yeah.
your bags, travel and explore. And when the European government is paying the money, what is your problem? Yeah. You know what happens? The neighbor uncle says, work for few years and then go. For example,
Yeah.
I'm currently processing the 2025 September intake. Okay. 90% of the students are passed out in 2024 and 2025.
Okay.
2023 passed out students already in a lot of confusion. Whether do I study or whether do I continue my work or etc. 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 And they decide at the age of 30, sir, now I have decided. This is my wife, my 2 children. My wife has promised that she will take care of the children. Now I want to start the process. I say, surely I will do the process. No problem. And then I ask, what's your son studying? Sir, he is in the first grade. Come back after 11 years. We will send him for bachelor's, not you. This is what we say. Because we focus at that maximum age 24, 25. I don't process anything beyond that. That is when we can build success stories like Varshini. Yes. So very good. So you're also progressing very well. And once again, thank you so much on behalf of Europe Study Center and the audience, because I always wanted to do a student interview, especially for the life science department. And your interview will inspire a lot of people to take up their passion, especially those from the life sciences. Varshini has clearly explained what all they should do and why Europe, spend less, learn more, abundant opportunities, and your doors for PhD also opens. Any last points you would like to add before we end the show?
I would like really thank you for this choosing this university, because I didn't expect that I will come to Unicamp. It felt like it all happened. So now I couldn't be more happier. Now,
Thank you.
so I want to just thank Europe Study Center and you for guiding me, because they told me, like, if this is your interest, you choose this university.
Exactly.
Because you can check that. So it worked on my interest, not on just the ones that they want to send. So that
Never.
was, and Unicam is a very, very good university. And there are many universities in Italy also where the education is similar
Yes.
way, and the
All
fee
over,
is less.
exactly, Varshini. All over Schengen, other than excluding 2-3 countries, I promote
Yeah.
all the Schengen countries' premier
Yeah.
universities. Just the same. Yeah.
Yeah, even my friend now, even he went Lithuania from because I referred him to Europe Study Center. He went to Lithuania. Now even he likes the university and he is doing his masters. He
See,
started.
for us, we
So-
send hundreds of students to Germany, Norway,
Yeah.
Finland, Sweden. Now I have started Luxembourg. The student I sent to
Okay.
Luxembourg, they give good feedback. I'm going to send for Austria. Now Croatia has joined Schengen. And I'm
Yeah,
promoting
Croatia.
Slovak, Slovenia, Sweden, Finland, all countries I promote. It's all about students' interest, and he or she should be eligible. That is very
Yeah.
important. That's it. Very good, wonderful, very nice talking to you, Varshini. Once again, I thank you so much for attending this interview. I'm sure many would love this interview, and already for my last interview, I got a lot of feedback. Sir, please do sessions like this and enlighten us, especially with the successful students who are studying there. Yes, on behalf of them also, I thank you so much, and best regards to you and your family members.
Thank you.
And I would like to listen from you once your PhD things are done. Okay, I'm waiting for that also.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
All the best.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.